YouTube podcast world, you already know the deal, man. Pays and Plays podcast here, giving y'all week 15 upset alerts. Every dog has his day. We'll backtrack to last week. Let's see, we talked about a couple of them. We went 2-3. Am I getting this right? Two and three. 2-3 straight up, and then 3-2 ATS. Yeah. I checked the paperwork. I had to make sure. I'm disappointed that I didn't do this probably the beginning of the year, but that's okay. That means we're gonna carry that momentum to next season too. But all right, let's get right into it, man. First one I want to talk about Broncos Lions. Broncos and now dropped a little bit to my plus 4.5. I'm still leaning towards the Broncos, and this one at least cover 4.5. It could be a game-winning field goal. They could lose by 4 points. That's how I look at it. You gotta have concerns with Goff. And maybe it'd be different because now it's back in the dome, but it's just the management hasn't been right, man. Careless with the ball. I mean, I think he got 6-7 fumbles in 3-4 games. That's pretty bad. Oh, and it's really the secondary with the Lions, bro. That's just the most questionable thing on defense, because now you got to worry about Judy and Sutton, and you got to worry about Javonte Williams coming out the backfield. You got to worry about Ron coming out the backfield because he can catch a run out the backfield too. Now the Broncos' run defense has been better. They're not the greatest, but it has been better. You kind of wonder how would that approach be. If I'm Denver, I'm trying to do my best as I can to stop the two-headed monster in the run game. Because if you could stop the Lions' run game, I think Goff wouldn't have a shot. But, who knows, man. And then we just found out Russ had another kid. So, I had to somewhat put that analogy to it because I just seen, you go to the NBA, you can see Luka just had a daughter and he's going crazy. So I don't know what the mindset is, and it might be a good thing. But from what I've been seeing, there's a lot of juice with Lions minus 4.5. So I'm a little iffy. I want to wait. I want to see if the line keeps getting juiced up. But I do see plus money on offshore accounts for plus 4.5 Broncos. But I'll be going with the Broncos to cover. I wouldn't be shocked if they win this game outright. Next game, I do want to discuss Jets Dolphins. Dolphins minus 8.5. Yeah, man. I was like I said, it's still a bad taste in my mouth that they didn't win Monday night, but I do think they get pissed off because of that, and I do think, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if they drop a 30 burger. I wouldn't be surprised if they drop it on the Jets. It's just because I don't know if Zach Wilson can have great back-to-back games, and I think that's my concern with the Jets. We know the defense is going to play, but it's just how long does it take until the Jets offense sinks this team and tires out this defense. But, I mean, if Tyreek Hill is back to being healthy, I think he had a rolled ankle. He should probably be okay. I definitely think, even though Sauce Gardner will be checking him, we saw what Waddle was capable of doing. So I'm going to go with the Dolphins to cover the 8.5. Now, Giants. Giants at Saints. Giants plus 6. This number is too high for me. For a Saints team that's inconsistent, or is it 6 points because it's that New Orleans? I believe that's probably why. I think this goes down to a field goal game. I mean, who knows? The Giants may win this game, bro. They found a way to win Monday night. I don't know how they did it, but you can run the ball on this Saints defense, and Saquon has been running very well. Darren Wallers, I mean, it sets up play action fake. If you can get the Saints lacking, there's no Lattimore, I believe, for the rest of the year too. So I mean, you got to worry about Tyrann Mathieu. We know Honey Badger is Honey Badger, bro, still. But I think the Giants can at least keep this game close. Daboll will call a good game like he always has been doing. Next game, I got to talk about this one. It's only right. Falcons against the Panthers. Panthers plus 3. Panthers plus 3, bro. I know one-loss team, a one-win team, correction, and everyone's like, the Panthers suck. I don't think they stay with one win this year. They beat the Texans when the Texans were favorites coming in there. The Falcons, they're a poor piss team. If you watch the first game against these two teams, the Panthers were actually in the game until Bryce Young got a safety. And that's when shit hits the fan. I think it's a close game. I actually would like the under in this game because, I mean, the Panthers don't score a lot of points, and the Panthers defense may actually step up in this game. So I'm going to go with the plus 3. I love it if you tease it up to 7, make it 10. Nextly, I had to talk about this one. I think the next, let's see, 1, 2. Three, four. Sure. Actually, the next to all the way for the Monday night, I had to talk about these games. We got the Chiefs against the Patriots. Chiefs now. I've seen it drop to 9.5, 8.5 in some books. I'm still picking the Pats to cover, Chiefs to win. There's rumors I'm hearing about Belichick might be getting rid of off after the offseason. They said weeks ago he was going to be done. I don't know how true that is, but I do think he's going to have his last fight at least. I mean, you don't know how the weather's going to be in Foxborough, and it's really the defense, bro. This defense is the defense is not bad, bro. The offense has been terrible, but when you don't know who your quarterback is every week, it is a concern, right? I mean, but it's the Chiefs, bro. Like, Kelsey has been okay, but I mean, the receiver group has been awful. The defense has been solid. I will say that at least. And the running backs, they're battling some injuries, man. I think this game is closer than it is. If they win by 6 points, I wouldn't be shocked, but I don't think 8.5, 9.5 to 10. I don't see them covering that. Next game, we talking about the 49ers traveling to the desert. I already said it's about the Cardinals, bro. 13.5. That's a lot of points. Like, Kyler Murray's gonna have some fight. And I gotta give Gannon his respect, bro. They have no defensive players that are worthy other than Buda Baker. I mean, they have no D line, they have no linebackers. They just got one secondary player. But for some reason, bro, I mean, when Buda Baker is around all these type of players, especially when it comes to the run game, so he is a good run support. So the San Francisco is a run first team first anyway. It's just that with Kyler, I think he can challenge his defense because we know he's going to run around the pocket and try to find ways. But, bro, I mean, the secondary for the 49ers is suspect. Like I said, they need to have 3-4 receivers spread out and try to pick apart certain. I mean, they need to. That's the only way you can really beat the 49ers. And then you could probably set up a little jet sweeps here and there with Marquise Brown. Make it easier. I'm not saying they'll win this game, but 13.5. If it's a 10-point win, you still cover with 3.5 extra points. Next game, Commanders at Rams. Rams -7. Listen, man, I almost feel like the Commanders are giving up. I mean, if I'm Riverboat Ron, bro, this is my job on the line, right? I mean, you fired Del Rio and your defensive back coordinator thinking that was a change, and then you call the plays, and look what we saw against the Dolphins, right? Yeah, well, you got to worry about Puka, and you got to worry about Kyron Williams. You got to worry about a lot of these players. And, I mean, the Rams defense is overrated. They're not good. Even with Aaron Donald, they're not good. But Sam Howell was able to for some reason, Sam Howell was able to pass the ball like he is efficiently. It's just that they either get field goals or they're out of, field goal range or scoring range. But I still think this game is kind of close because I think the Commanders are trying to get a little fight. +7, that's a lot of points if you're picking the Rams for -7. I would tease that up. I would tease it down if you like the Rams and make it a pick 'em. I would feel more comfortable on that one. Next game, we got to talk about it. This is pretty much the game of Sunday right here. We got the Cowboys against the Bills. I've already said the Cowboys +2.5. I actually like them to win and cover. I know everyone talks about the Bills. Are they back? Are they back because they won against the Chiefs? And it was a close game. I think this one's going to be a competitive game. The offensive line for the Cowboys will be pretty much the main key. However, both defenses the Bills defense has played better, but look who the Chiefs has, right? Now you're playing against a team who got an offense. Yes, it's cold, but I still like the under in this one. I like it was 51. It's like 50 or 51.5. It's like one of those. I like the under in that matchup. I don't see a lot of points. But if I'm the Cowboys, bro, I mean, Mike McCarthy has actually called some solid play calling, I will say, on offense. And, with McDermott, man, like the secondary is very iffy. Now you got to worry about Gallup and CeeDee Lamb. And, I mean, I mentioned the weapons they got. By the way, check out Week 15 picks. Check that out, too. Check that video out, and, of course, check this video out. But I'm saying, man, you got Micah Parsons, bro. It's not like the Bills are a running team. If they ran the ball efficiently, I would kind of be a little more, leaning towards Buffalo. But if you're telling me Josh Allen's going to run the ball, I don't think it matters where Micah Parsons is at because he can find you. He has the speed to catch up with Josh Allen too. So I like the Cowboys in this one. Will it be a close game? Yes, but like I said, it's an underdog, bro. What you expect? Next game, Ravens, Jaguars, Ravens -3.5. I'm still picking the Ravens to win and cover. The one thing that I had to look at it again and realize the Jags do have a good run defense. So it makes you wonder, right, what this Ravens team can do, but the Ravens can pass the ball pretty efficiently as of lately. So if you can attack the Jags in the pass game, I have more faith. I mean, they can do it, right? Because OBJ starting to play pretty solid. Isaiah Likely, the tight end that I told people years ago would be solid, he's starting to come into a play. We know about Zay Flowers, bro. He can do jet sweeps. He can do, I mean, he does it all. So, I mean, I do think this game is very competitive, but I do think they covered this game because of that. I mean, is this really a defense, right? Because we saw it's a little alarming when you let the Rams drop 30 on you, but I do think that was just one of those games because any other time Baltimore plays anybody, it's been between 20s and under. But in this game, it's going to be a dogfight and it will be a primetime game. So you also have to be alarmed for that. But I still like the Ravens to cover this game. And lastly, we'll talk about the Monday Night Football game. We got the Eagles going to Seahawks Nation. Seahawks is +3.5, +4. I don't know if Geno Smith's playing. If you tell me Geno was playing, I would be more confident with this pick. But Drew Lock, I don't know, bro, because Drew Lock he's bound to make mistakes. He can throw the ball, but he's bound to make these mistakes. And really, if you're Philly, you're asking yourself, if we shut down this run game, I mean, the two-headed monster with Kenneth Walker and Carbonet, I think they have a solid chance. And this is really because it's Drew Lock at quarterback, right? Because if it was Geno, I mean, we saw what DK. I mean, listen, this Eagles secondary has been getting torched the last 2 weeks, pretty much 3 weeks. If you want to talk about the Buffalo game they won. I mean, Jackson Smith, Jigma, you got DK, you got Lockett, you got Noah Fant. Should I even explain how hard it is to cover those guys? But but like I said, the game plan is all off the run. They implement the run first, and then that's when they get to the play action fakes or the RPOs. That's where Seattle gets you at. And if you're Philly, man, the offense has to score. They have to score. I mean, because this Seahawks defense it's not bad, but it's not the greatest. And the more I talk about it, I actually like the over in this game. Matter of fact, where's my phone? Let's see. Let's see what the over under is while we here. I think this makes sense, right? Because I really want to see. Yeah, because the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm like, yeah, bro. I think the total goes over because Monday Night Football games has been going over as of lately. Let's see, you got it at 47.5. I think it goes over. But see, you have to hope Geno Smith plays. Because I could see Philly dropping 20, at least 28 possibly. And I could see, damn. See, that's kind of right at the edge. I can see it being a 28-24 game. Realistically. Because the Seahawks defense can't cover a lot much of shit either, because I think Weatherspoon's like they're probably the best, and Adams is probably the best defensive players, but Adam is more of a a 4/5 linebacker, depending on your defensive package. And Weatherspoon is a rookie, so I mean, it's really who's going to check either AJ Brown or Devonta Smith, right? And then you got Zacchaeus as another number 3 receiver. So I mean, bro, I think points be scored both ends. So 47.5 is good. If it goes down to maybe 46, 45, I would love that even more. But you guys continue to like the content, pass the word around, man. Let's get this motherfucking money, okay?